Welcome to the test server, Captains. We're going to tell you how to play on submarines and also how to counter them. A submarine's controls are similar to those of a ship. Move by pressing W, A, S or D. Press C to dive and F to surface. Press G to go to periscope depth. A submarine can travel on the surface, at periscope level and underwater. At each of level of depth, submarines have different possibilities. When surfaced, submarines can capture key areas and regenerate oxygen. But launching torpedoes isn't possible. Their visibility on the surface is about 5 kilometers, but a surfaced submarine makes an easy target. It has just a modest HP pool and no armor. Try to surface only when there are no enemies nearby. At periscope level, the detectability of submarines is reduced by half and their maximum speed is also reduced. They can't capture key areas, but are still vulnerable to artillery and aviation attacks. Apart from that, they spend the oxygen that's so vital for them underwater, so always keep an eye on your reserves. If a sub runs out of oxygen, it will automatically start emergency surfacing. However, periscope level is ideal to carry out an attack. You have the ability to launch special torpedoes with sonar guidance. They work like this. After firing a torpedo, you can adjust its trajectory by emitting sonar pings at designated points on an enemy ship's hull. There are two of them, one at the bow and another aft. The launched torpedo will be guided to its target. If you hit both points with sonar pings, the torpedo will dive deeper and detonate under the ship where there is no anti-torpedo defense, thus inflicting greater damage. If your first sonar ping misses the enemy, try again. It reloads very quickly and the number of attempts is limited only by the period of time during which your torpedo is traveling to its target. But be careful. Emitting sonar pings will immediately disclose the location of your submarine on the minimap to the entire opposing team. If you're spotted and enemies are heading your way, it's better to dive deep. However, this makes the submarine blind. It can only detect enemy ships within a 2-kilometer radius. The rest of the time, you must get your bearings with the help of the hydrophone. A glowing sector will indicate the direction and distance to an enemy. When your submarine is at the underwater level, her sonar is on, highlighting the seabed relief and helping you navigate the map. At this level, launching torpedoes is impossible and you continue to consume oxygen, but you can't be attacked with shells or aerial bombs. Enemy ships can't discover your submarine, even if you're directly beneath them. Your submarine can only be discovered by another submarine. However, for that to happen, it needs to be at either the periscope or underwater levels and within the range of assured acquisition, i.e. 2 kilometers. How can you counter an invisible submarine deep underwater? Just like in real life, this mission falls upon destroyers armed with depth charges. At the current stage of testing, the in-game adaptation of the hunt for underwater predators looks like this. If an enemy submarine is within 5 kilometers of a destroyer, a special zone will be displayed on the water's surface, visible only to the captain of that destroyer. When the destroyer arrives at this zone, the next one appears on the map. It continues like this until the ship catches up to the submarine, which nevertheless remains undetected. However, when the destroyer sails over the submarine's probable location, it drops depth charges, which can damage the submerged boat with shock waves. The destroyer's captain will be awarded special ribbons for any successful hits. We recommend that other ship types watch the minimap closely and change course as soon as a submarine is spotted nearby. Try to keep your bow or aft pointed towards it. This way, you'll make it more difficult for them to hit the second point on the ship's hull with a sonar ping. High explosive shells are most efficient because they can inflict damage even to a submarine at periscope level. In this video, we've only covered the basics of playing on submarines and countering them. More detailed information is available in a dedicated article on our website. We hope that playing on submarines will excite your imaginations and emotions. We need your help and support in thoroughly testing the associated game mechanics to make the new ship type as interesting as possible. Prepare to dive, Captains!